The galaxy believed Earth was primitive, still crawling through its digital adolescence. So when sleek alien warjets pierced Earth's skies, they expected awe, fear, and immediate surrender. What they got instead was a sonic boom. Not from a missile, but from something old, something human. And what rose to meet them was no ordinary aircraft. It was a warning written in fire and thunder. The first alien jets entered Earth's atmosphere above the Pacific, sharp and metallic, like needles of black glass. Each was a marvel of engineering, silent, agile, capable of moving at speeds that made Earth's most advanced aircraft look like paper planes. High above the clouds, they shimmered into view like ghosts, flying in tight formation. Cloaked in reflective plating, with plasma railguns tucked neatly under their bellies, they were not here to explore or greet. They were here to conquer. From space, Earth looked vulnerable. Fragmented governments, outdated war machines, and a military network that still relied on radio frequencies. The alien armada saw it as easy prey, another backward planet to pacify and exploit. Commander Eric's, pilot of the lead jet, smiled behind his visor. Primitive planet. We'll have it pacified before their sun sets. But 2 minutes into their descent, the HUDs of all 10 alien jets blinked. Interference. Earth's atmosphere distorted signals. Yes, but this was something else. Not static. Not hacking. It was a frequency. A signal bouncing back. And it was old. Sir, we're getting radar pings, his wingmate said, confused. Multiple sources. Ground-based. They're tracking us. Let them. Eric chuckled. Let the primitives see what superior tech looks like. But then, a sound cracked the sky. Boom. A sonic shockwave rolled over the ocean like a beast's roar. One of the alien jet's stabilizers glitched. Another wobbled off formation. What was that? Unclear. Energy pulse. No, it was physical. From the west, streaking through clouds like a spear of thunder, something rose. Fast. Faster than their sensors could calibrate. It was ancient, yet alive. Silver, scarred, and glowing faint orange at the seams. An aircraft shot up toward them like it belonged to the gods of war. A jet, but not alien. Not even modern. Human. Commander Eric's visor zoomed in automatically, trying to identify the object. It was a plane. A single-seat jet. Twin engines. Sharp nose. No stealth plating. No plasma cannons. And yet it closed the distance like a predator. What in the void is that? The AI on board couldn't match it to any current human design. That's because it wasn't. It was a relic. A revived state Route 72, Earth's long-abandoned hypersonic Blackbird, re-engineered in secret, waiting for a moment just like this. The alien jets scattered into defensive formation. Their pilots readied their weapons, expecting a foolish suicide run. But the state Route 72 didn't fire missiles. It didn't have to. It danced. Diving into their formation, it zipped between the jets with impossible precision, forcing them to break rank. One alien pilot panicked and veered too hard. His wing clipped another. Both jets spiraled. The humans had sent only one plane, and it was winning. EMP him, Eric shouted. They fired a burst of electromagnetic energy. The state Route 72 vanished in the blast. Got him. But then, from directly above them, the human jet reappeared. It had dodged vertically, and now it was diving. The state Route 72 released no energy weapon, no AI-controlled drone. Just a high-speed kinetic dart, an old-tech rail dart. It punched clean through Eric's wingmate's fuselage. The alien jet erupted in flame, spiraling toward the ocean. 3 down, shouted a pilot. What is this thing? Another one tried to escape into the upper atmosphere, but the human jet followed, climbing even faster. Within seconds, both were out of view. Eric's heard the explosion. That was 4. Panic crept in. This is impossible. They can't. This world can't. A new voice entered the channel. Not alien. Human. Calm. Male. You shouldn't have come here, it said. Eric's froze. How did they breach our comms? The voice repeated, clearer now. This is Earth Aerospace Response Wing. You are in violation of sovereign skies. Immediate withdrawal is your only option. Eric's barked back. You're one jet. One. You think that scares us? No reply. Then something shifted below. On the ground. The alien radar picked up movement from dozens of old hangars worldwide. In Alaska. In Siberia. In secret desert bases once thought abandoned, jets were launching. Not fleets, not full squadrons, just a few from each region. But each one was like the State Route 72. Fast, modified, silent, deadly. The aliens had come expecting to face tanks and missiles. They were now facing ghosts, aircraft from Earth's past, resurrected and re-engineered by humans who'd been preparing for war in silence. They were never primitive, Eric's whispered. They were hiding. The skies lit with contrails. Blue, white, red. Air danced with fire and thunder as more human jets joined the fray. For every alien jet that moved, a human counterpart flanked it. With no AI, no neural links. Just raw piloting. And something else the aliens didn't understand. Instinct. By the time Eric's ordered retreat, only 3 alien jets remained. The State Route 72 rose again in front of him, hovering like death itself. The human voice spoke once more. We built these jets not to conquer, but to remind you. Earth is not a backwater. Who are you? Eric's asked, voice trembling. There was a long pause. Then the pilot said, we are what your empire fears most. We're human. And with that, he flipped the jet backward midair, let gravity pull it behind Eric's, and locked on. Eric's never made it home. The 2 remaining alien jets jumped to orbit, fleeing without looking back. From that day forward, no alien ever flew over Earth's skies again. Not because of fear of missiles, not because of treaties, but because of what rose to meet them when they dared. A single, ancient human aircraft that shouldn't have flown, but did.